So it's such a special time of year in the spring. It's quite hard graft working through the winter in the cold and wet. The idea of the garden coming to life again really feels quite alien, and suddenly in about March everything just erupts into flower and colour. There's a lot of scilla in the garden and you get these sweeps of blue, and then that gives way to the meadows. There's sweeps of daffodils that Robinson planted and multiplied over the years. Then as they go over in the meadows, there's things like anemone robinsoniana and fritillarias. It's really exciting when all the tulips come into flower. I'm quite lucky to have worked with tulips for a long time, and you get to know not only the colours but the season of the tulips and which ones really last well. We carefully selected which varieties we used, and we went for, on one side of the garden, a lot of purples and reds with splashes of orange through it, and the orange really pulled your eye through the planting. And then on the other side of the garden we use much later tulips, things like Menton and Requiado, which is an apricot pink running through a very dark purple. That bled into a lighter purple, which was Attila, leading into Red Shine, which is probably the best tulip of all. We have them coming up through this sort of tapestry of foliage and other flowers like forget-me-nots and sweet Sicily, and honesty, of course, is really important. And the self-sowers, things like Angelica, Archangelicas, just wonderful in the flower garden because they give us this structure quite early in the year, and it's a really unusual, interesting flower. And now we're coming into May, and as the tulips start to go over, we go into that transition between late spring and some of the summer stuff coming out. We're so lucky to have all these beautiful azaleas that are the backdrop to the flower garden, and they're such wonderful things to inherit as a gardener. They've always got this beautiful sculptural shape, and they have this wonderful structure all through the year, but at this time of year they've got such vivid colours, and that gives us a great excuse to be able to pull those bright colours down into the flower garden. And so it's really exciting now. The spring's been a real success, and just looking forward to the summer and seeing what we can try out and what we can do.